Good evening. You're in the Matthews Whole Person Prosperity broadcast. Welcome to this Monday, the 23rd of April segment. This promises to be an awesome, awesome night. As Cornelius has already said, this is ladies' night, so I'm surrounded by all this brain power, this gray matter this evening. Welcome to the Whole Person Prosperity broadcast. We are always very happy to be with you, the greatest audience out there. We have a wonderful announcement to make. As of Monday, June the 4th, the Matthews broadcast will be on the Comcast platform. We will be on Comcast channel 190, and you'll be able to see us if you're a Comcast subscriber anywhere from North Jersey all the way to Southern Jersey and into Philadelphia. So I want to thank my co-host for making that happen.
All right.
I think she did some super duper praying and connecting, but we're very, very happy that we'll be now be in about 250,000 households which are subscribers, and we are looking forward to that. You are watching the Matthews Whole Person Prosperity broadcast here from GEMS TV studios in Verona, New Jersey, where GEMS has big cable on the run, and where you can listen to or watch a gem anytime you want at gemsradio.net or at 91.7. We are viewer and sponsor supported, so we are on the air because of the generosity of people like you. So I want to say thank you first and foremost, as we always do, to those new friends who are supporters of the Matthews broadcast. Mr. Brian Fleming, thank you. Miss Tina Drew, thank you. Mr. Chris Johnson, thank you. Miss Jaren Kenny, thank you. Miss Erica Asbury, there at St. Michael's Medical Center, thank you. Dr. Vincent Mays, thank you. Dr. Omar Bey, thank you. Dr. Alberto Anderson, thank you. Miss Persia Oliver, thank you. Mr. Raheem Hardy, thank you. Mr. Craig Felder, thank you. Out-of-state guests, Mr. Tyrone Ash in Hollywood, Florida. Your support just warms my heart all the time. Mr. Haki Ami in the nation's capital in Washington, D.C., thank you. Miss Leslie Andrews in Honolulu, Hawaii, thank you. Mr. Larry Davis in Fort Worth, Texas, thank you, thank you, thank you. This show rests on 4 principles that we always share. Divine alignment, empowerment, upliftment, and enrichment, of course. Divine alignment, we all should be in alignment with our Creator. Elsie was talking about what a great God we serve. And so you make all those things, those gifts that you have possible when you live in alignment with that God force. The second principle is divine empowerment, I'm sorry. And here we hear the scripture coming right from the Gospel of Thomas, saying to us that you have not been given a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. Yes. Not fear, love, power, and a sound mind. I just had a moment there when I was thinking about that fear concept. Somebody came to mind. I hope you're watching. You know who you are. The third principle is the principle of upliftment. And here we hear the voice of our poet laureate, the one and only Maya Angelou, saying to us that people may forget what you said. They may even forget what you did, but they will never, ever, ever forget how you made them feel. So make someone else in the world feel like the king or the queen that they are. Your candle loses nothing when it lights another. The final principle is divine enrichment. More than 27 times in the scripture, this concept of prosperity jumps right out at us. Just a couple of examples. Psalm number 1, verse 3. He or she is like a man planted, or a woman planted beside streams of water. They bear fruit in every season. Their leaf will not wither, and whatever they do will prosper. We know that's all about Elsie. John 10:10. I came that they may have life and have it more abundantly. Right? And so when Peter came to Jesus, he asked him, how do we pray? And as you know, in the Lord's Prayer, he said, thy will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. So you're not supposed to live your best life after the funeral. You're supposed to do it now. And so those are the 4 principles of the broadcast. And it has stayed us in good stead, reminding people about being in alignment, reminding people about empowerment, reminding people about upliftment, reminding people about enrichment. This morning we were listening to a piece that Oprah Winfrey said, and Oprah Winfrey said, "I was born great. Greatness is in my DNA, but I still had to focus and embrace what God has given me, and everything that has happened in my life was supposed to happen." She said, "I knew I was going to be here." But it didn't mean that you weren't supposed to work. You know, Oprah Girl is working. Speaking of working, I put up a post on Facebook today thanking girl power, specifically African American women. $1.5 trillion in black purchasing power being driven by the people who are the job creators in the American economy, black women. Thank you, thank you. The Undersecretary of the Treasury recently said black women in the United States of America started 1.5 million businesses last year, franchises and everything else. That's real. That's real. So, you know, girlfriends are getting it done. What did Beyonce say? To the left, everything you came with to the left.
Well, that's a different circumstance.
She said, "I paid for all of this." So we want to thank all of the ladies who are making this economy go with their input and with their talents. In terms of events that I want you to look for, the Inner Circle, which is our sister organization, the Inner Circle Network, which teaches word of mouth marketing and also teaches that you must have a network. You cannot win at war. You cannot win at the economy. You cannot win at business without a team. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, all of the names, Mark Zuckerberg, they might be the person who came up with the revolutionary concept, but they didn't take those businesses to where they took it by themselves. Senator Elizabeth Warren reminded us, you didn't get there by yourself. And so you've got to have a network. And so we say that in urban communities, the Inner Circle Network is the best platform to get you the new clients and the community support you need to succeed. With that said, I want to welcome Mr. Ralph Henderson, who will be heading up the South Jersey chapter, all of Burlington, Camden County, and on into Philadelphia. Ralph and his wife Pat, we want to welcome them. They will begin meeting with the Inner Circle Network group in Berlin, New Jersey, on Thursday, June the 7th. So we want to make sure that we give them all the support. So if you're looking for a network of like-minded professionals, business owners to get involved with, the Inner Circle Network only allows one professional in every profession to be there, so it's not competitive, it is cooperative, and you get referrals from everyone in the group. Now we number some 2,100 people in the state of New Jersey who are members of the Inner Circle Network, and we say if you're not on the inside, you're on the outside. So join an Inner Circle Network chapter near you. To find us, just go to theinnercirclenetwork.com and you will find us there. You can join and become a member and start meeting with the group that's closest to you. I want to welcome into this evening's Whole Person Prosperity broadcast the mother of the concept of Whole Person Prosperity, Miss Samut Scott, also known as Mama Yoga, for her opening thoughts, and then for the interview with Miss Elsie Foster Dublin, the one and only.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you, and good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I don't have long thoughts that I want to share with you, but I did want to call your attention to this beautiful season we've transitioned into. You know, it's the springtime, right? And when spring is upon us, it's time to clean out all the clutter of the winter. Time to get rid of the stagnation. Time to move out those habits, ways of being, and practices that were conducive for hibernating, conducive for being internal, conducive for being inside, away from harsh weather. Well, the spring has sprung, and so now it's time to go out and take in lots of fresh air, eat according to the season. Everything is green and lush, or at least it's trying to get to green and lush. Once the weather decides what it's going to do, I mean, honestly, this spring has been a little schizophrenic, and I would suggest that you not be like that. But, you know, it's time now to move your body, right? Exercise, put a plan in place to keep your mind, body, energy in balance. So get out and walk. Take deep breaths as you walk. Go and enjoy, you know, the fruits and vegetables that are in season now. Get out to the farmer's market and enjoy the items and wares that the crafters and farmers and people in those markets are producing for you. You know, call somebody and start a walking club. Call somebody and, you know, start a garden, you know, and plant your fruits and vegetables and what have you, or at least get ready to plant them for when the timing is right for that. And so too with your spirit. You want to clean out the stagnation. You know, you want to, you know, take a stock of your life and look at the people who are around you, those you may have hibernated with or were very internal with. Perhaps they are not ready to go to the next level like you. Mm-hmm. So take stock of your life. Are the people around you nourishing the soil, the seeds of the soil that's planted within you? Is there a harvest from those relationships? That's a win-win, a mutual win-win. Be like the spring. Break through the dirt and the mud and the cold winter weather and bring forth a bloom of harvest and beauty within your mind, body, spirit. That's my whole person prosperity message for you today.
I feel like going out and getting some flowers and sticking them in what little hair I have left, Courtney.
Don't stick no flowers in your hair, baby. That's a different show, flowers in your hair from a man. Anyway, let's not get the folks emailing us about that. But, you know, you want to be, you know, enjoy the time. Shake out the cobwebs, everybody. You can reach me at Whole Person Prosperity, Whole Person Coaching. .com or 609-516-9805 for all your mind, body, energy, and whole person coaching needs.
All right. And we are joined this evening by one of my favorite people. She has such an exciting life. And
yes.
What she does for a living is make the world smaller.
That is a great, that should be on your card, Miss Elsie. That should be on your card.
We live at a time. Yeah, we live at a time.
You're welcome. Boom. There you go.
We live at a time where, you know, this globe is getting smaller and smaller with social media, improved methodologies of transportation. And one of the people that's bringing the human family closer together is Elsie Foster Dublin. She's been doing that for more than a decade now with Aunt Elsie's Homestays. And so I'll turn it over to you to ask her how she's done that.
Great. Hello, Miss Elsie. How you doing, dear?
I'm blessed.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome to the Matthews broadcast. So what's the name of your organization?
It's called Aunt Elsie's Homestay.
Aunt Elsie's Homestay.
And Educational Services.
Say it again for me.
Aunt Elsie's Homestay and Educational Services.
Right. Okay, good. And the unique value of your business?
Well, we provide housing for international students that are coming to the U.S. and they want to know, how do we live as Americans? Not the bling bling that's advertised on TV, you know, videos, and not that, the real Americans. How do we live, and what's in our home? What kind of activities do we get involved with? And they're very curious about who we are in general as Americans. And I like to say to my families that do host that it's not somebody, say Hillary Clinton or somebody else who is America's ambassador. You are American ambassador.
Every day, Jane and Joe Citizen.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because whatever you put out there, that's what the guests, in your home, that you invite in your home, that's what they'll take back to their home country.
So is there a directory? How would a family from, say, Uganda find you to have their children or students come to the United States? And are you region-based, or is it nationwide?
We're nationwide.
Oh, Miss Elsie.
And we have a collaborative of network of organizations. How would they find me? On ElsiesHomestay.com.
That's right.
And there's a website, and we work with a lot of colleges, universities, schools, in various countries to get the word out about the services that we provide. And most importantly, when the students come to the U.S., we connect them. Not prior to them coming, we connect them with schools, university, trade schools, and then we connect them with American families.
So you are a viable member of a network.
Yes.
That's how other students and families find you.
Absolutely.
So who's a great referral for you then to that end?
Well, I would say colleges, high school, public school, private schools, trade schools. So we work within a conglomerate of the education body, so to speak, and we get that information out. The schools call us, wanting to have them either provide housing opportunities for their students, or they'll reach out to us and say, you know, we heard about the services that you provide, and is there a possibility that we can be included in your services? Can you send us international students, or can you help us put a group of students together to visit a country? For example, last year, we took a group of students from Asbury Park School, and we visited Ghana for a week doing spring break.
Wow, wonderful. That's wonderful.
I want to go back to school, Cornelia.
Oh, that's wonderful. Ghana is near and dear to my heart, for sure. That's wonderful. So to that end, Miss Elsie, if someone's listening, one of our listeners and viewers in our program want to reach out to you and contract with your services, is there a offering or a discount that you're offering for someone from this program calling?
Yes, all of our host families are compensated, and they receive a generous compensation for taking care of the students while they're here.
Okay.
So on our website, on ElsiesHomestay.com, or our phone number, which is 201-499-7847. You can reach us there. We'll send there's an application process, of course, because when you're working with students, we have to make sure that certain checks and balances are in place.
Sure.
Just like the students on the receiving side, the checks and balances have to be put in place for them to come into our family, our homestay family. So on both sides, checks and balances must be made, and the student comes in, and we provide the best of American families to provide the best of care, the best of America, and the best nurturing as possible.
Absolutely.
I've referred families over the years, and none of them have sent the check back. They do generously compensate the families for. But I don't get the sense, and I haven't over the years, Elsie, that people host these young people from abroad for the money. I think they genuinely want,
to provide that experience.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
People want to have that international feel.
They do.
For example, if you've never had a person, say, from Saudi Arabia live in your home, what do they do? Tell us. It's about cultural share. They want to know about us, we want to know about them.
That's right.
So we have, no matter what part of the globe the students are coming from, the curiosity is the same on the American side and on the international student side. And most people, hosts, do not do it for the money.
Sure.
The money is nice, it's a great additive, but what they really want is this cultural share. And oftentimes they, for example, if you're walking down the street with someone from another country, say, for instance, China, people say, oh, what are you doing with that Chinese person living with you? What's going on? And it starts that conversation, and they learn about different meals and how to make meals and the different social stuff that's in each and every culture. So it's really a great way to share culture and really make this world a smaller place.
Absolutely, just as Stan said, make the world a smaller place. # cultural share.
Hashtag, I'm gonna
I love that. Me too.
My tagline is stay in great hands at Aunt Elsie's homestead.
Yes. Well, it just sounds so welcoming and warm, Aunt Elsie's, you know? Like you standing there with a apple pie and an apron.
That's exactly the image that I was trying to, with my name, that's exactly the image I wanted was to conjure up in your mind. That
Very
this
lovely.
Is what, sometimes when the kids come in, some of the families really get into it. And they'll meet them at the airport with flowers or with balloons and big welcome signs. Because that's the kind of atmosphere that we're creating.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So one more time, give your contact information for any of our viewers who want to reach out.
Absolutely. Our phone number is 201-499-7847. You can find us at AuntElsiesHomestay.com, or you can email us at info@elsiehomestay.com.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
I was mentioning to Khalil Cunningham and Tamara Cunningham. Tamara Cunningham is responsible for outreach to China at New Jersey City University, which used to be Jersey City State, Cornelius. Sometimes it's hard for me to say it. It's like saying College of New Jersey rather than Trenton State. Like, if you're a Central Jersey person, all I know is Trenton State. But Tamara is looking forward. It's she and Khalil's 18th wedding anniversary tonight. That's why they won't be with us at the broadcast reception after. But I think the two of you are going to be great. The other thing is Ellie Bueno, who runs the outreach program at Kean University. I also mentioned her to Ellie. They have a campus in Guangzhou, China now. Kean has. You're aware of that.
I'm aware. My son teaches in Wuhan.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. So you're
the
already
world is
connected.
Smaller.
I'm trying to give Elsie referrals that she already has. All right.
She's like, I got it.
I got it.
That's wonderful.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. So we are going to move into our second segment. I want to thank Elsie for coming. Hang around with us. We're going to get together a little bit later downstairs in the restaurant just to get to know each other, and you'll get a chance to know our other guests as well. I'm sure we're going to have her back again. For those of you in the inner circle, you will be seeing this video link very, very soon, because I know many of you may want to host a group of young people from abroad, and all you have to do is go to AuntElsiehomestay.com so you can meet with the global ambassador for Young People Exchange, who's our friend here. And Seth Capperdale, if you are watching, your girl is doing it. So thank you so much for Elsie.
Kindly. And keep doing the wonderful God work that you're doing.
That's all we're doing, Elsie. All right, thank you so much for being with us. Welcome to the second segment of the Matthews broadcast this evening. We are definitely enjoying the girl power this evening. We have two of my favorite people with us this evening. One is a career coach. So whether you've been downsized, outsized, right sized, whatever they want to call it, Simone Sloan can help you. And if you have a building of any sort that you want to turn into your mansion, turn into your office, turn into your institution, Spice Design is here. The founder of Spice Design, the one in Onya. Splice Design. Tanya was about to get me. Splice Design, the founder and architect, the senior architect of Splice Design, came over from New York City to be with us. I met Tanya about 3 years ago with Khalil and Tamara Cunningham. That's how we know each other. And also another friend, Kai Cole, who connected us. And she is an outstanding architect and can tell you anything about making an upgrade to the spot, Cornelius. So, get Tanya to come and put some Splice Design over there. So I'm going to turn it back over to my co-host, Miss Scott, to ask both of you some questions about your business and how our audience can get to know each one of you better and to make that connection so that they can avail themselves of your services.
Great. Hi, let's start with Miss Simone Sloan. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, you'd be a...
Yes, dear. Welcome so much to the Matthews broadcast. We're very happy to have both of you here with us today. Simone, tell us about your business. What's the name of your organization?
Sure. My organization is Your Choice Coach.
Uh-huh.
And what we have three real pillars of the business, right? We're talking about business coaching.
Uh-huh.
I do facilitation work and executive coaching work. And when you talk about business coaching, it's like marketing, sales, communication strategies, facilitation, really around training and doing workshops for a lot of the women leaders and organizations. And then also with executive coaching, really focusing on these industries that are heavily regulatory and compliance focused, finance, energy, healthcare.
I see.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting and cool. And
how about technology? There's somebody coming tonight to the post-broadcast reception is dying to meet you. He's already here. Raheem Hardy, she's here. Leave my phone alone. But technology, do you?
Absolutely.
Okay, you help people.
Let's see here. What's the unique value of your business?
Oh, okay. Really what I'm doing is around voice, power, and confidence. And I say that because with voice, everyone wants to be heard and feel valued.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, and when you have a market when everybody looks like you and is the same and they're selling the same things, how do you break through all that noise and be different? With the power piece, we're all powerful. We just have to understand what that means and believe it to achieve it, right? And so really around the business is really providing them with a lot of data, surveys, assessments. I'm certified in DISC as well as emotional intelligence, and utilizing that data for them to really see where their opportunities of development belongs. With the confidence piece, it's really around ensuring that they can take the risks, step out of the box and out of their comfort zones, and so really enabling them to trust the process and also listen to the insights and actions to get the results they want for their business and profession.
Oh, very good.
So tell me, Tanya is an A, B, or C type personality. No, don't say that on there. Tanya will sue you.
Trying to get me in trouble.
When
She's
I hear
a lovely person, I'll tell you that much. A lovely person.
Very lovely. Yes, you both are very lovely. So a great referral for your business?
Great referral for my business really is around I love business lawyers as well as accountants. Not the accountants who see their clients once a month, but who are really strategic with their business and see them more often. And then also marketing agencies too.
Wow.
And so for our listening audience or viewing audience, I keep saying listening, I'm so used to my podcast, but for our viewing audience, do you have a special offer or discount or incentive, as you were?
Absolutely.
Well, fabulous. Let's hear it.
Yes. I would love to spend half an hour with anyone who's struggling with their business and just want to have a strategy session, a 30-minute strategy session with me. And or if you are one of those executive professionals and struggling within the corporate world and their culture, please reach out to me.
Oh, that's wonderful. That is lovely. And I hear a bit of an English from across the pond accent. Not English, but across the pond English.
Across the pond English.
The King's English, as it were. Yes. Are you from the UK?
Jamaica, actually. Jamaica born and raised.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. I've never missed my call. Just now I've missed my call. All right. So how can people contact you, loveliness?
Absolutely. I am on LinkedIn with Simone Sloan. My website is yourchoicecoach.com. Right. And you can also reach out to me on Twitter, Aim, Inspire, Grow. So
that's great. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
Aim, Inspire, what?
Aim, Inspire, and Grow. I love that.
Ooh.
That's wonderful. I love that. All right, ma'am. Let's talk with you, Miss Tonya. Say your full name for me. Tonya Adair?
Tanya Adair.
Tanya Adair. Tanya Adair. So tell us about your business and organization.
Okay, so I am a founder of Splice Design, as Stan mentioned. We started in 2010 in Atlanta. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia, born and raised.
All right.
And then we incorporated it in New York City in 2012 as we started getting more projects here.
All right, all right. And so what's the unique value of your business or organization?
Right. So as architects and designers, what I say is that we're creative problem solvers. And with that, our goal is to bring or evoke feelings of joy and delight in any project that we work on. And a lot of people are like, well, what does that mean? 'Cause it means something different for each person.
Sure.
And, you know, we think about it, when you wake up in the morning, we're so inundated with all sorts of information. Our phones are already ringing. There's news, there's fake news, there are family commitments, work commitments, traffic. All of this stuff is kind of the noise around us. And so in the projects that we do, whether we're working with our residential clients, we're helping to create a space by changing how the space is arranged, walls, moving things around, so that you're creating an environment that becomes a retreat for you, that really enhances your daily life.
I see.
Color, light, sound. And the same thing works with our commercial clients. Working with them, changing things around will really make a difference for productivity of their employees. And then for some of our clients who welcome their clientele into particular spaces, makes them want to stay a little bit longer.
Sure.
And really can help with their bottom line.
That sounds lovely. Very wonderful. So who's a great referral for you?
So we work on 3 scales. We work with individual homeowners that are looking to combine apartment units or make a change to their brownstone or townhouse. We also work with commercial clients who are doing a tenant fit out. They're taking over a space and really want to make it their own. Restaurant clients, retail clients, office clients, they all have a brand mission, which is their narrative, and we want to translate that narrative into the physical environment for them. And then also we work with building owners and developers to help them reposition properties, or maybe even think or create an idea for a new neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
All of that works together. We say we splice together 3 different scales of design.
Oh, wow. That's really big. So are you offering our audience an incentive of any manner?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
that's what I'm talking about.
So one thing, working with us, when we have our meetings with our clients, the first or second meeting, we always talk with them about the process and or strategy of designing their project and getting it through Department of Buildings, getting permits, things like that. So as we've been talking with clients over the years, we've developed what we call a roadmap. And again, this is something that we talk to our individual clients about, but if people would like to reach out, and we can give you our email address, what we can do is provide that roadmap for you, especially for the residential clients who are looking to make a change in their particular space or combine units. We've done this, we've done a couple of presentations for our restaurant clients, and so we're working on rolling out those same type of roadmaps for our commercial clients.
Okay. Now, do you work with clients in New Jersey or just New York and Atlanta?
So primarily
residential.
Yes, primarily in New York City, we work with clients in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens. But we have worked with New Jersey clients. We collaborate with a series of engineers and other architects, so it makes it a seamless process.
I see. That's good to know. That's good to know.
I want to ask you a question, Tanya. When you show up at a project in New York, knowing what we know about the building trades in New York, how do they respond when they see your brown face and that you're not a man?
And my smile.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, the smile might be helpful. The smile is helpful.
You always have to start with a smile and
That's
give
right.
people a couple of minutes maybe to adjust, actually, because typically I'm the only person who looks like me on a site, and that
I had
is
that
because
feeling.
of gender as well as color. Although with color, you know, there are a lot of people different tradesmen that we work with,
Mm-hmm.
that it's a very diverse group,
Mm-hmm.
as well as with our clientele.
Mhm.
So we work with a broad spectrum of people,
Mhm.
but usually in terms of the construction site, there are not that many females. So
Mm-hmm. That's
we're
right.
happy to represent.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you for representing.
For sure. So give us your contact information again.
Of course. So if you would like to reach out and get that report, what we would like to do is have you write info@splice-design.com, and that's SPLICE. We'll send that to you. If you put free report in the subject line, we're happy to send that to you. And if you have more questions, then we can follow up with a 15-minute free conversation.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you both for being on our show this evening.
I really, really appreciate it, guys. The purpose for having you here is saying to our larger community that awareness should not be an excuse. I shared that factoid a little bit earlier about the fact that 1.5 million businesses in the United States of America last year were created by African American women. Girl power is indeed fueling the economy, specifically African American women. I remember when I heard that factoid, you know, someone in the room asked, well, you know, what about this phenomenon of black women starting all these businesses? And none other than Maxine Waters, the congresswoman from California, said to the Undersecretary of the Treasury, didn't you know that black women don't like to take orders from anybody? You know, and what did Diana Ross said?
That's true.
They called Diana Ross what? The boss. The boss. The boss. But it is important that people are aware of the contribution that women are making to the economy. And I'm not talking about fluff. I'm talking about real contribution in real dollars. The other thing that's important is that people begin to use your service, and so they can't use your service without being aware of who you are and you know, and your expertise. Not only do you help people who need the services in the community, Simone, but you also are a professor at a university. I'm sure if someone called upon you to teach architecture, I guess that's the word, that you could do that. And I'm sure you may have done that over the years. And so, you know, I'm not pandering at all. I'm just kind of just really being honest about the fact that you bring amazing expertise to the marketplace and that people should avail themselves of your service. So Splice Design, call her. Do you restore classic houses? I know you do the brownstone, so I guess the answer is yes.
That's nice, yes.
All right. Do you like those projects?
We do.
All right. All right. I saw a project in Harlem, a brownstone that's being restored that was owned by some beer baron. The thing had about 10 fireplaces. I didn't know one brownstone could have all of that,
Yes.
Tonya.
A lot of them are not active, but some of them you're able to restore into position.
Wow. 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 What's the toughest project you ever had, Simone?
Toughest project to have is when you're working with a company who calls you in to get work with their teams, and really trying to rope in from the board of directors all the way down to the frontline individual on the values, on their mission, and on their strategy.
Do you ever feel pushback when you go into major corporations when you show up and they weren't expecting who they see?
I'm not sure what that means, but they know why I'm here. And once they know why I'm here to help them. They're all on board in terms of moving in that line like a fish. So, yeah.
All right, all right. I have a good friend who is does network work in computing, you know, he was educated at Stevens Institute. When he shows up on certain projects in states in the Midwest, people are always surprised at what he looks like. So that's kind of what I was getting at. We are in a very diverse world. In 2016, my youngest son graduated from high school, and the valedictorian, who was a young Korean man, mentioned this fact. that the class of 2016 high school in the United States of America is the first class in which the seniors in high school, Cornelius, 52% of all of the seniors who graduated in 2016 were non-European. Wow. So the watershed moment of this generation, this millennial group moving forward, in which America will now be a majority-minority nation, is here. You don't have to wait anymore. It happened already, right? So a lot of people have to get comfortable with the new America, the browning of America, and women playing a greater and greater role in economy, politics, and otherwise. But that said, I am more proud than ever. My eldest child is a wonderful banker. And she makes me proud all the time. So we've got to get ready for what's to come, to be a nation on the leading edge. Thank you so much this evening for being with us, and thank you all for being the greatest audience in the world. As I say at the end of every broadcast, you cannot finish anything successfully until you start something positively. Amen. So stop getting ready, stop getting set, and go and get something done. You cannot run with Oprah, you cannot run with Mama Yoga, Samut Scott, you cannot be a global ambassador like Elsie Foster Dublin and come back from Dubai and wear it so well. You cannot be an expert architect like Tonya Adair, and you certainly cannot be a career coach and expert like Simone Sloan until you start something. The biggest frustration in life is not falling down and failing, it's not attempting at all. So many people talk about I would have, I could have. Just man or woman, go. There are two types of people in the world, guys. There are dreamers like all of those I'm surrounded by in here this evening, and there are dream killers. Embrace the first and run like heck from the second. There will be a post-broadcast reception, small reception downstairs. If you'd like to join us, we're at the Healthy Asian Cuisine at 571 Bloomfield Avenue in Verona. So please join us if you can. The next Inner Circle meeting will be Wednesday at Studio B Bakery in Bistro at 439 South Broad Street in Trenton, New Jersey, the capital city. And again, I want to welcome Mr. Ralph Henderson and Miss Patricia Henderson in the South Jersey chapter of the Inner Circle. We're going to ask Miss Tonya Adair to restart the Harlem chapter of the Inner Circle. I'm sure she has 20 friends who would like to meet and exchange referrals with each other. R.J. Lennon, I hope you're watching. You know R.J., right? So we are so glad to have all of these friends all over the place. If you're not on the inside, you're on the outside. Join the Inner Circle Network at www.innercirclenetwork.com. This is Stan Matthews and Samut Scott saying good night and God bless.